hit the record button. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everybody doing? I got some pretty good news and slightly unfortunate news. But optimistic, because that's just how I am. So, the DTPF has actually been running so long, because I've been having it doing passive hypogen. We're at 1.2 million now, and we need 2.7 million, so a little bit, almost halfway there. And if I check that's the wrong tool, the data on this thing, we actually have the fuel discount at 50%. By complete accident, I did not intend for this, but, I'm not going to complain because that's helping me out. So that's the good news. That we're working our way up to enough hypogen to get the hypogen coil blocks going, so I can upgrade this and then make the recipe better. Now the unfortunate news, if I check my power, we still have power. We have a lot of power. Time to empty about 12 days if it, is passive. But the DTPF is absolutely taking so much power. And I think it's a slight negative, just very small. Which brings me to the point I want to do for today. It's mostly just upgrading our power production. And maybe even taking a look at the next tier of Nakodov Fuel, Mark 5. Getting this going and then continuing on from there. I did a couple of things off camera. It was mostly just fixing up some of the machines that don't need to exist. Getting rid of a couple. I also fixed the Nakodov issue we were seeing yesterday. So if I check Nakodov dust, we still don't have a lot, but I ended up just changing this to a crafting recipe instead. It just makes it a lot easier so I don't have to pay attention to all these machines. Because a lot of the Nakodov line is based on Tesla coils. And every time the server crashes, it breaks something, and I don't really want to go through all of this. So it's on craft now. And it's also a lot easier to see if there's something wrong if I don't have enough Nakodov, right? So that's been working. And the other thing, I also have the server on a daily restart now. I can't really figure out what's going on with the crashes. There's no crash log that generates. So I'm just hoping that daily restarts are going to help out. And it restarts at 3 hours before the stream starts. So maybe that's good enough for now. We'll see. But anyways, the plan for today is to upgrade power production. One of the ways to do that is actually upgrading the laser engravers over here. And similar to the laser engravers over here. Oh, that's the other thing I did off camera. Those big laser source hatches, the 262Ks. I did craft 16 of them for all of the laser engravers, so they all have them equipped, and now they're a lot faster. But I also made 4 more of them for these laser engravers for the chromatic glass. For this recipe. So chromatic glass is going to be crafting a lot faster. And I think I just need 4 of them. Yeah, so we'll start off with that. I just have to exchange and then replace all of you. Like that. And I think it's already done, right? Yeah, that should be everything. So what happens if it tries to craft again? So we're going to go from 10 to... Oh, craft more. Let's make 100. So other recipes that could be due for an upgrade is crafting glass. Things like glass dust as well should get upgraded. So now we went from 10 to 35. That's a huge increase. And keep in mind, this is times 8 laser engravers. Big increase. That's also going to consume power, but that's a necessary cost to be able to craft this fuel a lot faster. And so that's really the name of the game today, is just upgrading everything that's involved in power improvements. So chromatic glass is absolutely something that should get upgraded. Now, and everything along this crafting chain. So glass dust, for example, probably something that I should focus on as well. Which brings me to the macerator. The macerator is kind of a sad multi-block because it's only, what is that, UV? It's only OUV. Yeah, you got to get upgraded. So this is going to get upgraded. And a whole bunch of other stuff. And to prepare for that, I did make a bunch of 100 UEV energy hatches, 106. So all the machines I'm going to be upgrading. It should help us out a lot. So what is a good way to upgrade this? So this is like an older tier machine. I don't think you really do much, right? Yeah, you're still on UIV Tier. I got a message. Hang on. Oh no, it's fine. I gotta keep an eye out on the weather reports because Texas is absolutely due for a big freeze again. I don't think it starts until tomorrow, so I'm not too worried, but just in case, you never know, right? Yeah, so anything that can speed up fuel production. And you'll see here that the glass is a little slow, so we might as well increase it. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to reset up the macerator. I'm going to leave this one as a passive guy for like random things like this. But all of these recipes, I think I'm going to put over there somewhere that has UEV access. So let's go ahead and craft the macerator. Wait, which one is it? This one. I guess I don't have a pattern for it. And while we're doing all this stuff, I feel like we're actually ready to get into the UIV tier, actually. Let me drink a water. And the reason I say that is because if I check the quest book, it is... Where is it? Over here. So we did get the DTPF quest. And Tesseract, I actually have a recipe for it. You know what? Let's craft it right now. I set it up, but I wanted to craft the first one on camera. It's simple stuff. It's pretty much just pushing all of this into a dual interface, and then this is on a stocking input hatch. But we'll go ahead and craft that. Molten octiron, great stuff. Yes. And after that, let me set this up first. That goes over here. Okay. And aside from that, if I check the UIV quest line, so my definition on being like in a tier is to craft the whole and unlock the very first quest, which is this one. So with that said, if I'm able to craft this and unlock the quest, then I consider myself in UIV. And I'm very excited for that because that means that's a very big milestone for me. So I want to do that. And circuit 8. Right there. And then craft it. Yeah. And I was taking a little bit of a look at the rest of the UIV quests. Oh, yeah. What is that? Is that the pack? That kind of what? Is that the song that plays for every quest past it now? Oh, I gotta see this. I gotta see this. Hang on. But yeah, officially, I would say we're in UIV tier on my definition. I only say that because some people are like, "Oh no, you have to craft the energy hatch." It doesn't matter. I unlocked the quest page. That's my goal. Let me try to get pick up a little bit of the hypogen. I want to see if the sound changes for every quest in this. No, that might have been the first one. That was a cool surprise. I like that. Watch me get demonetized again. No, but I was checking out some of the things I'm gonna be getting in UIV, and man, stuff is expensive. Godforge is in this tier. The Dyson Swarm is here. Wireless energy hatches. We got so many fun toys to play with, but man, stuff is extremely expensive. So, which is why I named the title of today's stream. We're ramping up to UIV, but it's a 90-degree hill. Because it really is. Why are you stuck? Are you a Circuit 5 recipe? Yeah, that you're gonna get stuck for Circuit 5s. So, I would like my first Tesseract, please. And there it is. Tesseracts themselves take 40 seconds at UIV, and we're pumping it full of power, so it should be a little bit faster. But we'll wait for it. And so right now, it's a little bit of a challenge switching recipes because it just constantly is crafting hypogen. So if I want to craft something else, I have to come over here and tell it, hey, don't do that. It's gonna keep crafting hypogen, so I have to tell it to stop for a couple seconds at least. So if I tell it to stop, and then a couple seconds later, it's gonna try to craft the tesseract. But once we get the next tier of hypogen coils, I won't have to do that. So maceration stack is done. I need maceration stack casings. Give me 100 because I can. And how long is this tesseract thing gonna craft for? And there it is, 2.5 seconds. Oh, you're done. Oh, put it back because I'm gonna lose a convergence. Is it convergence? Is that the right word for it? It takes down very fast if you don't have anything running in there. And I might as well take advantage of the... It's not convergence, it's max efficiency. What do you call it? This thing makes a lot of noise, by the way. It doesn't seem to have a name for it. But, yeah, we'll just leave it there running. The other thing I have to keep an eye on is infinity. Because it does consume it. Might as well just craft 1,000,000, honestly. I just craft 1,000,000 every couple hours, honestly. But this is another recipe I would like to fix. So the TTPF still needs a little bit of work so I can, switch between recipes. But for the most part, it's kind of running nonstop. Hello, here. I am Burning Lake. How you doing? It's another Circuit 5 recipe, right? Yeah. What's up? I am going to find a lot of circuit 5 recipes that don't really work. Maceration stack casing. Make a couple more, and there we go. Oh, of course the banded rate shows up whenever I start streaming. I kind of wanted to do that today, but I guess not. Okay, there's the macerator. Let's go ahead and upgrade it to improve on our glass production. And there's actually space right here. But you're not a good tier of power. I want this to be UIV. So over here is a bunch of UIV machines. Yeah, right here. Not UIV, UEV. In other words, we'll just for now give it. Just commit to it. Commit to it. You're here already. Just commit to the full power. I'm also going to need the tier 2 upgrade chip, right? That's not too expensive. Nope. And there we go. Okay. Put the power. I guess I'll put the power over here. Like that. So I'm a little curious about this. I know I can put the stocking buses in the bottom, or the crafting input buffers, or buses. Let me make a bunch of you. I don't know why I have a bunch, but how does this work with the output? Because okay, they improved it. Because before it was very picky on where you wanted the output buses. You had to have them in an order. I guess they improved it. One way to find out. I always seem like I feel like I'm always saying that, but it's kind of true. What do you mean not built? Oh, it's because you might have trouble with a muffler. Pretty sure you need a muffler. And let me check here. Yeah. And maintenance. Right there. No. Do you only accept one, or maybe you need the output bus and the input, so I'll just do that. The output. What else do you need? Do you only work with one of them? This might be one of those weird machines that only accepts one, but I doubt it. This GT++ is usually pretty cool with that. Any casing, any casing, any casing. Maceration stack casings. Let me... It says they're completed. Sorry, my phone's being a little loud. Gotta put it to the side. What about crafting input bus? Okay, it needs an input and an output. Got you. Okay, cool. Thank you, thank you. Cables, select you. Let's go ahead and plug you into power from here. There we go. How many channels do I have? That's a good question. 10 channels? I got plenty of channels. Actually, before I connect you, it's only one macerator? Yeah, that's it. Okay. That is what I'm looking for. Macerator. Macerator. Okay. And then I'm going to get the buffers from you. Now I'm going to leave this with the stocking input bus because I do still process some of these things. So don't mess with it. But these two, you're coming with me. The two crafters at least. Yeah, you're coming with me. Give me a compressed chest. Okay. It's right here. I don't remember if it had like a circuit thing to it. I guess if something gets stuck, well, we're going to notice it. It only had this much stuff in there. Now, the main thing that I'm concerned about trying to upgrade it to the max is glass dust, so... Get you and just multiply the heck out of this. 32,000, sure. Because we need a lot of glass dust for this. And then to produce glass dust, we need an arc furnace. So it's right there. And that is produced in the arc furnace. We might as well upgrade you. So we do have this one, but it's running mode plasma. Let me see how the arc furnace works, because I might want to just upgrade it to the max. Make another one. Width times voltage tier parallels you. So I do want to increase this to the max. Okay. So what's the most that I'm going to need for this? 144 of you. And an arc furnace. And I remember this being kind of expensive time-wise because of the arcanite, right? Yeah. But we are pretty advanced since the time we needed this, so we should be able to make this a lot faster. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, much faster. Yeah, I remember when this was a problem because we only had like one normal blast furnace at UHV and it was kind of cringe. Did you get stuck? Don't tell me you got stuck. Come on, I was kind of giving you praise. What happened? Something got stuck. I think you're waiting for... No, something got stuck. What? I somehow started up 2 tabs of your stream and I multiplied you. I heard 2 of you. That's funny. Oh, because you're crafting MB circuits. That's why. You did not get stuck. And then the components are crafting. Those should be ready very fast. Okay, yeah, it's a lot faster. All right. So this guy, I'm going to put it right next to the macerator because I can. And this one is going to be tier 3. 3 of you. And then the arc furnace, thank you, and a bunch of casings. And this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's a 7x7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Did you already clear the bandits? That was fast. By the way, because you're watching the stream while fighting bandits, any parts you get are they belong to me. That's just the rules you signed up for. UIV energy hatch, we'll go ahead and put that here. 1, 2. What else do you need? You need a muffler and a maintenance hatch like usual. A muffler. Maintenance. Nice. Oh, come on. I'm kind of feeling the itch to go back to bandit hunting. I've been wanting to, but every time I see the score of the like the CTS for this week, we're at 5th place, but like we're just barely there. And so I'll spend like an hour a day just to keep it up. But it is pretty close. So I'm like, I'll just stay down there. It's not that bad either, you know. I just play for like an hour or so. It's probably closer to 30 minutes, honestly, and then I just watch YouTube videos. I've been watching a lot of videos about Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Like lore videos, they're pretty good stuff. Nah, you're fine, you're fine. So this isn't normal arc furnace. This one doesn't have any fluid, so you just need an output bus. That's it, and just a simple crafting input bus. We don't need a buffer for this because there's not a lot of recipes in here. And there we go. And then cables, select U. Go right here. Extreme. So I don't know if you heard the good news. I consider myself in UIV tier now because I unlocked the first quest. And it kind of caught me off guard because when I completed this quest, it played a different completion sound than usual, and I like it. But then I completed the Hypogen one right after, and it didn't make the same song, so I'm like, oh man. But I was taking a look at some of the things. Yeah, I was taking a look at it. It's just mostly, crafting machines. But there's a lot of fun stuff here. I'm mostly looking forward to the Godforge and the Plasma Mixer, absolutely. Godforge is UMP, but why is it here then? Oh, is it one of those, like the... Oh, it's in the first base. Okay. Okay. Sweet. I mean, we're making progress, right? So the thing is, it's like whenever I what was I gonna say? I mean that's to be fair, that's it is a work in progress. It even tells you here, tier is not fully complete. Expect changes. So we can't really be surprised about that, right? But whenever I personally, whenever I unlock the first quest, I consider myself in that tier. So therefore, we are in UIV tier finally after 1086 hours. That doesn't seem too bad, I don't think, from what other people have told me. We're still a little bit away from there. So, I started off the episode talking a little bit about the DTPF and we have good news and bad news, and I guess I'll bring it up again. The good news is that this thing actually has been running enough to reach the max efficiency. So we have the 50% fuel discount, and it's been basically producing hydrogen nonstop. But it's like not even, or it actually is halfway, almost halfway there for what we need for the coil blocks. But it's kind of just running in the background. I'm not too worried about it. We have other things to work on anyways. But because that thing has been running nonstop, our power is starting to feel that pressure. And we are at a very, very slight negative. But any negative is not good. So I'm upgrading our power situation. And if I feel like we're getting too low on power, I'll just turn off the DTPF. And that'll turn off all the other things that support it. So that should help us with our power situation. I'm at least confident that our power won't drain as long as the DTPF is on. On. So if I ever feel like we have power issues, just turn that on for a little bit. Turn it off for a bit. So what I've been doing is just taking steps to upgrade everything involved in better fuel production, including mostly with the Mark IV fuel, and considering looking into Mark V. And I think the biggest bottleneck with Mark V is Radox, so I have to revisit Radox because we don't have a good setup for it. I admit to that. But first is Mark IV. I would like to. It's a tall ask, but have these 8 generators running nonstop. That would be so good. Because they don't run nonstop. So if I can get them to run nonstop, that would be a really good first step. And of course, chromatic glass is our bottleneck. And that also involves the production of regular glass, which is funny. Because you shouldn't be having issues dealing with that, and I do. And this is why. I'm gonna check over here. Look at our arc furnace. Look at how cute he is. What power? What power? ZPA. No. Oh, you need a buffer. That's right. Yeah, it's a little sad. So if I look up arc furnace. Arc furnace ingot? What is this? That's not an arc furnace. That is a that's an alloy furnace. So yes, even though we're at UIV tier, it's like a 90-degree hill right in front of us that we have to surpass. Yeah, okay. You only have a couple of recipes. I'm just going to steal it. I will take down this arc furnace in a bit, but you're getting upgraded to UIV tier, a massive increase. And I might as well increase all of your buffers here. Or not your buffers, but like your crafting steps. Yeah. Yeah, sure, 32,000. 32,000 is like my new standard. And that includes glass. I'm only changing the recipes because I know before the recipes have changed in here. Is that 5 times? I lost count. Yeah, okay, sure. That should be a crafting input buffer. Because you also need oxygen. Okay. So if I were to restart the craft, see if I can craft. How much glass can I make in one batch? Can I make 1,000,000? So I'm also going to have to increase the production of sand. And that is done in the sledgehammer? Somewhere? Yeah, right here. So I should totally upgrade this with a better anvil and better power as well. So I'm also going to move you. Yeah, let's just make another sledgehammer. Okay. Yeah, we'll just make a sledgehammer without the right casings. Forge casing. 15, sure. And if I look at the forge hammer, because we have magic progress, we should be able to do void metal anvils now. So let's do that. Oh, okay. Do I really have to? Yes. Don't be lazy. You have to do this. Is it funny for me to say that I kind of forgot how to do magic? Nah, I'm joking. Where is it? I need a thaumium hand anvil. Which needs atomic bases, thaumium anvil. So I should be able to research this already. It's here. There you are. Oh, of course you're warp. Let me teleport there. Dangerous? Why? What makes this dangerous? Not sure. Okay, let's go ahead and set up a recipe for you. Gonna have to do magic stuff again, right? So you need Telum, Instrumentum, Fabrico, Alienus, Tenebrae, Vacuos, Metallum, and Praecantatio. 8. 8 of you. 8 of you. 8 of you. 16. And then 16. 16 and 16. Thank you. And then Thaumium Anvil, I need to make you as well. And that goes over here. Yeah. And there we go. Oh, it's already done. Okay. I'm gonna drink some water. Thank you. It's over here, yeah. Suggested to place dark steel anvil, but none was found. How dare you? Forge casing. Not what I'm looking for anyways. Right there. I'm just gonna put the rest manually then if you don't want to do that. There we go. Okay. It's been a little while since we set up simple machines like this, right? Because for the most part, it's been like, oh, just spam machines. But no, this time it's we're going back to our roots. Oh, and of course, we have warp effects. I'm going to put on the talisman for a little bit. It's just annoying that I can't put this in the same slot. It doesn't really work. At least I don't think it does. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, you only go there. We'll let the warp go down for a little bit. And then, what was I doing? Oh yeah, forge hammer. Kind of spaced out there. Yeah, so we're gonna try to move this one over to the other one. So go ahead and steal that. Get a compressed chest. Okay. Go back over here. Right here. Output bus, and then a crafting input buffer. You're right over there. Can I make this a little more cheaper? Raw exposed optical chips now. Did I? I don't even know my score. I can't upgrade this yet. So don't worry about it. Oh, I guess yeah. You know what? Yeah, I haven't died in a while, actually. That, that, that Dawn Launcher is just so good. I like it. Check for sand. No, you're not built yet. Cable, select you. Go ahead and go over here. And also, you probably need a muffler. Oh, you're not even finished building yet. You need a muffler. And a maintenance hatch. Do you need a muffler? Yes. When you go to DR, you're gonna run back like me. No. I mean, if it's for CTS, I will not die. You know, at that point, Killer, I'm probably gonna ask you to just take me out. I'll even pay you to do it. I don't care. You'll miss me with walking back that much. And heck, I can even do the same for you. I think it still works like that. I could be wrong. It still works like that? Hope it does. It'd be fun if we just ended our streak. Well, I don't mind being a guinea pig. We can try it next week, though. I don't want to lose my score right now. It's a pretty high score. And there we go. Okay, and then black cable. It's pretty cool, though, that we just need this 1 week, and we have max loot spots. After that, I am going to increase XP. Finish it up. Because we're at, what, 4% or something like that. Should totally upgrade it. So what I'm going to do is upgrade the recipes to produce sand and gravel. Like that. So cobblestone is being produced over here. Where is over here? That is a good question. Over here. Over here, yeah, the Bouldernator. Believe it's right over here. So it's being not level maintained, but like set up to 64 million. That's probably enough for now. But you know, now that I'm here, just increase the or upgrade the maintenance hatches because that's no. What are you doing? That's old. Old school tech. Okay. So if I were to craft something like 1,000,000 sand, for example, how fast would that be? I saw it craft actually 500,000 in one batch. Oh yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then what about something like glass dust? If I want to craft 1,000,000 of you, it's actually pretty quick too. Max parallel 88. You should probably get increased a little more then.
Eyes emoji.
Hey Ali, I got you. 131 per batch, and I can probably make it even better. But honestly, that's as fast as I'm gonna want to deal with. Now, the other thing I want to upgrade is my thirst. Give me a second. Let me drink. Is that what it said? It said ice emoji. So, chromatic glass is something I also want to improve. So let me take this out, and you know what? I'm going to do the same practice as the mixers and upgrade it to the other system that we had going on. Believe that's going to help us out. Oh, never mind. It's a little annoying to deal with. Nah, never mind. But what I will do is take out the recipes and increase them. How much? Good question. I won't elaborate on that though. 512? 512 it is. Make 2 of them. So 1 there, there, and 1 there. So if I were to craft enough, or how much glass, it depends on how much glass I need for this. So I'm requesting my system to craft me batches of 2,000 at once. How much glass do you need? To craft 1,024. So it's going to craft both of them at once. Okay. I went overboard with the fluid solidifiers. Oh, no, 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 no. What the heck? Oops, off. Oops, off fluid solidifiers. The one sticking out there, is that your template? Is that the one you have all the recipes on, and then you just give everything else crafting proxies? Speaking of which, how far away are we from those? We can technically do energized tesseracts now, but we can't do shifted superfluid yet because we need to get to tier 8 water. I was also looking at this, and that's as far as I'm going to tell you about it. I was looking at it, but I don't understand it yet. We're going to have to set aside probably an entire episode on this. But I'm not going to do this until I'm comfortable with our power situation, so not yet. 1 template, 1 for random fluid solidifying nonsense. I don't want to dedicate a whole proxy. I got you. Okay. Let me see here. I think I have to reset this this recipe. Try again because I replaced the pattern. Let me check my level maintainers. Did you have the correct fluid amount in there? For the Mark IV fuel? Where are you? They're down here. Yeah, I'm trying to craft 2,000 at a time, but I might need to craft bigger batches. So it is trying to craft 512. That's good. 512 in each one. Each one can support like 64. Pretty good, actually. Oh, by the way, Extreme, I don't know if you were around at the very beginning of the episode, but I talked about how I was able to craft all of those 262Ks for all 16 engravers. So I got that going, and then I went ahead and put those for the chromatic glass ones as well. So that was 4 more of them. So now they're crafting glass a little faster. So it's still really slow. It's only up to 64 parallels. It's still very slow, but I don't think I'm gonna focus on it right now because we don't have the power to support like 64 of these. I did the math. It's going to be like 400 million times 64. That's 25 billion. Yeah, 25 billion. Yes, that's a lot of power. It's almost as much as my entire base is generating. Assuming max runtime, which we don't have max runtime. So here's another bottleneck, is actually our fuel refinery. So I've been saying that I've wanted more than one for a while, and I think it's time to commit to that. So should I just go for all 4 of them? Is there any point to wall sharing them? Can they be wall shared? I don't know because the target hatch placement is weird. Unless I can put it somewhere on the sides, then I might be able to, but let me check. Yeah, I should work on multiple of these. It says here the casings adjacent to field restriction glass. So I should, if I can put on the sides, then I can wall share them. Well, no, wall sharing is going to be weird. I can't really wall share them. You just made your 10th what, fuel refinery? First time chatter, welcome back. Yeah, power never ends. I'm trying to work on the whole power things, but I'm looking at this and I don't think it's a good idea to wall share, only because I don't want to deal with sharing energy hatches, and I don't think there's any way to do that. Unless you like flip it on its side, but not even. Unless you put them like this, wall share like this way, but that's dumb. So now I'm not going to wall share. Even then, these casings aren't expensive, so it's fine. I'm going to start off with 4 total. What do you mean? Why am I missing that? Oh, you're actually bismutite? Sure. Okay, why? Use air lens because it's easier to deal with. Air lens, there we go. Go ahead and put it in the bulk gas line because nothing is shared, right? You usually just see it over here. Yes, yes, okay. Oh, don't tell me it took that long to calculate. Oh, man. Do it. Oh, why are you complaining? All right, what else am I gonna need? I mean, that's not even the expensive part, it's the coils. I'm gonna need at least tier 2. So that's a big price. So 24, because I'm building 3 more of them. don't know how to make reinforced glass plate. How dare you? We're solidifying it. I'm gonna change the song here. It's a little bit too... There we go. Fluid shaper mold plate. It's right here, right? Right here. Yeah. 24. Thank you. Aqueduct casings. 113 times 3. It's always ammonia. And then I check ammonia. We have like billions of it. Not billions, but we have a lot of it. This thing is being constantly produced and consumed. That's just funny though. That's just one of the byproducts of not paying attention to my passive setups in forever. All of my stuff kind of just gets left behind. Anything that's passive. So this is where the true price is. 32 times 3. I can craft it. Of course, no ammonia. Can craft it, but it's probably going to take a while. I just want to see exactly how long it's going to take. What is the main expense here? Because everything here, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. This is all just random casings. It looks like the bottleneck is probably going to be the bioprocessing units. Blast furnace is pretty quick for anything that isn't neutronium. This doesn't look too bad either. Circuits might be cringe, but we did improve the circuit ass lines. I think the main reason it's like that is because all of these recipes I have, for example, let's look at Nakoda alloy. The major issue I've noticed is because I only have like the bare minimum. So what I've learned this by complete accident, but this is why I don't have any parallels. Because it tries to push that many number of recipes to come up with like 100,000 different things. If I look up like it crafting Nakodo alloy or whatever, I forgot which one it was. But that's the main reason why I don't have any. So something like HSSS bolt. This man needs 45,000, right? If I check the actual recipe, it's only making 8 at a time. So it's going to keep trying to push 8, and that takes up a parallel. That's the main reason I don't have any. Too long didn't read, skill issue. I don't know how to do AE2 correctly, apparently. How do I fix that? Just spam the heck out of all the upgrades, but... And the other thing is like optimizing, but I'm always scared to do that. So like, what's the smart way to do optimizing? Should I just throw it on the system or like make sure that everything is a crafting input buffer first? That's a lot though. That sounds like an off-camera adventure. Because I would have to check every single interface, make sure that it's some kind of crafting buffer or whatever. Which for the most part, every new machine we've added has been a buffer. So I'm pretty confident, but still. I feel like this is going to introduce even more problems than we already have. I slapped like 90k of parallels on a singularity storage. It's using all of them. The other option is just to set up a bunch of those. So, like, have you seen my crafting computer? One of the crafting setups of all time. Like, we have a bunch of these dudes. It's just a very basic 16384 and a 256 core processing. And then you have this man for all my big crafts. But you only have those. We might as well set up recipes for the big coprocessors. I think at the time I could not even afford the big ones, but I think we're way better off now. So how bad is it to craft 16 of them for now? The heck? What do you mean I don't have lepidolite? For what? I don't even know what you need that for. Lithium chloride for what? What is this used for? Oh, it's for my masks. Okay, so brown algae. Do I even have brown algae? No. I have an algae pond, but I'm not producing brown algae, I guess. Oh, that's why I did that, yeah. I had a whole setup for this. Is that the only way to make that? I refuse to believe that's the only way to make lithium chloride. Ingot. Fluid. Block. Oh no. Is that really the only way to make it? The mask tier 2. This guy needs it. I guess you do. Is this how you're making it? Am I just gonna have to commit to an algae pond? I mean, algae pond is not that bad. I don't want to deal with purified stuff because the ore muncher kind of just eats everything, and I don't want to separate anything out of it. So I may have to deal with algae pond. I have one, but why aren't you not? I am producing it. Where is it going? Oh, don't tell me I'm filtering it. Oh, I'm filtering it. Tell you what, I'm gonna I'm gonna put a slot in my bulk storage for those two and just store a dumb amount of it. Not fuzzy card, I'm scared. It's this one, so store brown algae and red algae. And then we're gonna give this an output bus. Is that all it produces though? It probably produces other stuff. It also does green. It does golden brown. Ow, what does it do? Algae. Pool. Algae farm. So it also does U, and U. Might as well just store everything then. Oh, it works out exactly enough space. Easy. And there we go. So how do I get this much out? Oh, excuse me. How do I get 64 million out of this thing? I check brown algae. Okay, we're producing it. So what's a good way to get 64 million out of this? IO port. Not here. This is 64 channels already. Hang on. Right here. Okay. So we'll just for now give this a storage bus. Purple cable. IO port. Where are my IO ports? Oh, right here. Acceleration cards. I'm blanking out here. So a lot of this stuff I have to increase the actual crafting size of it, and we'll save a lot of our parallels, but it looks like they're all being stuck on crafting some kind of dust. I'm kind of curious, what are you actually crafting? Oh, it's neutronium. How much neutronium? Uh-oh. This one doesn't need neutronium. This one needs... Uh-oh. That's going to take a while. I don't think we'll be able to do that right now. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like we're starting off the craft, recognizing that I have to upgrade it. Yeah, that's going to take a while. I'm just going to leave that there for now. That's funny. I can always just leave this in the background anyways. So filter this to red algae. Get out of there. And then there we go. And just leave that running for whatever. Trying to get all of that out of here. There's probably faster ways to do it, but I'm not really worried about it. Okay. So what else here? Yeah, I think crafting all of this is going to take a while. This stuff looks like it's going by a little slow. Mixer. Dissolution tank probably need... absolutely, you need an upgrade. And the vacuum furnace also needs an upgrade, so I think I'll focus on these. So I'm going to craft all this stuff off camera because it's going to take a while. Yeah, I'll bookmark this, and now I'll come back to it, craft it off camera. Because, yeah, you're going to take forever. Sounds like an off-camera craft. But we found some other bottlenecks we should address. And if I wanted to craft 16 of you, how bad is it? Well, first of all, I have to make sure I can craft lithium chloride. And that is... I should start increasing this like crazy. Maybe not that much. And that goes in the blast furnace. Circuit 0. So one right there and one right there. So if I were to craft like 100 of you. Well, you're not going to finish because you're kind of waiting on the blast furnace to finish crafting. It's going to take forever. Okay. So we got two machines to upgrade. One is the dissolution tank and prismatic glass. So I'm going to bring that guy over here. Maybe just set up a new one because the dissolution tank is an OG. This is old. And yeah, it's just old. So I think I'm just going to build a new one, start from scratch. If you're going to need that much prismarine, we might as well. I know the other option is to do the prismarine stuff in the quantum force transformer. You can do that, right? I was looking at this off camera and thinking like, you know what? This is also another option to deal with naquadah, because one of the recipes is to produce naquadah through the liquid. Not all the fancy naquadol. It's just the liquid. I forget where it is. It's this one. But you only produce molten naquadol, and that's it. But I was thinking like, oh, that's an option. But you can also do the prismarine stuff here. Oh, even netherite. But not yet. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. Let's just go ahead and craft a dissolution tank. Circuit 2. Super tank 3. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of super tanks. I don't know about 3s. Nope. Hermetic casings. It's been a while since I've made any of these. That's a circuit 4. There we go. Yeah, the mixer is gonna take forever. Cause it's stuck. Oh no, no. Not all of them are stuck. I guess you got stuck over here. Somewhere. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'll cancel you. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to this. I know it's ready. Is this another K-pop Demon Hunter song? Where have I heard this? I have it on Spotify Smart Shuffle, and apparently it's suggesting lo-fi K-pop Demon Hunter tunes. It's not bad. It's just funny. Oh yeah, you got like. Actually, you don't have a lot of stuff in there. That's what I really like about the crafting input buffers. If you cancel a recipe, I think it brings everything back, right? Not everything back, but it brings in a lot of the stuff back. I just want to see where else, what other stuff it has. I guess not. No, it does not bring it back. This guy's producing how much per second? It's actually gonna take like an hour to finish up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and return everything. It stays in the buffers. I think it leaves the buffers when the pattern gets removed. I think that's when it leaves the buffers. I don't know how to prove that though. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel anything that was using a mixer because I broke everything. I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are. That can craft. There you go. So it's when you remove the pattern, right? That's how you sound. It's a funny noise. Oh yeah, the blast furnaces are absolutely gonna take forever because yeah, I think you wanted to have like what was it, 200 and something thousand cosmic neutronium in there. So here's the proof of concept. It's let's see this. So it's trying to make 17,000 cosmic neutronium, right? If I remove that recipe, it takes out anything to do with cosmic neutronium. Oh, it takes out everything. Oh no, it doesn't take it, just everything is fast. Everything else is that fast. Where's the cosmic neutronium? Everything else, it's not too bad. I'm just looking for cosmic neutronium. Oh. That's not you. This one. 122,000 cosmic neutronium. Take it out. Yeah, okay. It's when you take the pattern out. So that's one way to do that without messing up with any of the other recipes. Just take the pattern out of the thing that you don't want to stop your production. Okay, so how does this work? It's been so long since I've built this. Input water and fluid, output fluid, okay. Fluids must be input in the exact ratio as listed, and it's not too bad with crafting input buffers. It looks like it's just a simple multi-block. So, oh, excuse me. You, and you. I'm assuming the glass is tiered. No, it's any borosilicate glass. So I'm pretty sure I have enough of those. Borosilicate glass block, I got enough. And I got that. All right, and this is a 5x5. Yes. It's a good spot for it. This is the 5x5, but you don't have. Oh, you do have access to UIV. The power's getting stretched here, though. I don't want to do that. I won't do that here. Oh, we have a spot over here. We'll do it here. I should have enough space for 4 of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove my streamer switch, but that's not too bad. I'll put it here. Easy. Then remove the bottom part. Alright, so this one I'm just gonna give it 1 UIV energy hatch because it's not really. I don't think it's really causing that many problems. I'll put it right over here. Right there. And then you need a crafting input buffer. And an output hatch. It's already named dissolution tank. Cable, select U. Do not connect it to the UHV line because that is absolutely hot. Don't connect to it. Thank you. Should probably disconnect this before it goes very bad. There we go. Don't try this at home, kids. And so that's another cool thing about leaving them color coded. So I've also learned that if it's a different color, it won't connect. At least it shouldn't. Let me confirm that real quick. Let's get 2 different types of wire. So if I paint one purple and I paint another one red, like what we have up there, there's actually no way to connect them together. It doesn't let you if they're different colors. I can connect it upwards, yes, but you can't connect to each other if it's a different color. It will, though, if it's a blank color. So that's one way to also make sure that you don't blow up your base by accident. Make sure everything's colored ahead of time. So we need a maintenance hatch. Put that man right here. And that's it, right? Okay. And then we go to the distillation tank, the original one. Get out all the recipes and decommission this one. Because you're cringe. And honestly, I'm going to take out anything with here because we don't really need the bastocite line anymore. I don't think so, or the monazite line. If we do, skill issue. I deserve it. Let me break this so I don't get confused. But I guess you can put 512. Yeah, sure. And then Aegon. Can just do from here. Nope. Exchanging mode from here to there. Only replace air. And there we go. I prefer it look condensed, like closed off. There we go. Not there, get out of there. Our little Amogus structure is complete. And that is prismarine solution dealt with. So if I try to craft a batch of you, there we go. Oh, you also need an you liar. The controller clearly says here, output fluid. Nuh-uh. No, you don't. Not too much of a problem, though. Well, I don't have any stainless steel facade, so there you go. How about now? And there we go. Okay, sweet. So we have prismarine solution. The other one is prismatic glass, and that's a vacuum furnace that I want to upgrade. If I check for that. Vacuum furnace. I thought I upgraded it, but this one is a dehydrator, right? This is a dehydrator. Which is kind of cringe that it's using the old method, but that does convince me that I should probably upgrade the original vacuum furnace. This guy over here. Oh yeah, I really should upgrade you. Alright, we're making another one. So this one is Utupu Tanuri. I have one already. What's the best coils that I'm able to build and be patient on building? It's going to be Awakened Draconium, because I'm pretty sure I have a ton of them. Yes. And then you. Bunch of vacuum casings. Yeah. And we're good to go. So if I upgrade you to tier 11. go ahead and put this guy over right here. I feel like I'm speedrunning machine setup. Just give it one energy hatch for now. Right there. And I believe this one is going to need an output bus. And an output hatch. And a crafting input buffer. So output bus, hatch, buffer. What else do you need? The Utupu needs a muffler and a maintenance hatch. So maintenance and muffler. Easy. Nice, nice. Then your vacuum furnace. Go ahead and plug you into power. Cables, select you. Go ahead. Go up there. And then I haven't been paying attention to how many channels I have. That's over here. 17, I got channel space. There we go. Okay. And we go to the original, tear it down, because it's also on a very outdated power system. It's running UHV, but still using the Tesla coils, which is never a good thing. You're an outdated system. Get out of here. Fully decommissioned. Almost everything in here is decommissioned. The fusion reactor is decommissioned. The autoclave is not doing anything either. Precise assembler as well. You're not doing anything. All these chemical reactors, they're passive, but definitely overshadowed by the chemical reactor. The mega over there anyway, so those can be removed also. Got a lot of stuff here that's kind of it just has no business existing anymore. But I just haven't like dealt with deleting them because there's a part of me that's like, man, it's nostalgic. I'll get rid of it at some point though. It's probably what's causing my lag, right? It's some random passive setup from a long time ago that I haven't even removed. I don't know. Right there. Okay. So if I want to craft a prismatic glass, I always forget, what's the command for that? Did it say glass? It meant prismatic gas. Everything else seems like it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. I think it's okay. So I think the daily restarts I set up really improved it. Because I have pretty bad at restarting the pack. So those daily restarts are probably going to help out a lot. Let me drink water. I think it's just a memory leak that's happening to my base. I don't know what else it could be. If I craft 16 of you, how bad is it? It doesn't look that bad, so do it. Oh, come on. Oh, you're running out of ammonia? You're always running out of ammonia. I'm going to leave this running for a couple seconds, see if I'm patient enough to let it process and work on other things. I was going to do something else and I forgot. I totally forgot. Oh, yeah. Tesseract. We crafted this like at the beginning of the episode. I completely forgot about it. Yo. It matches my skin. I right click it, nothing happens. What happens if I drop it? That's so cool. That's not a quest? Oh, turn it into transcendent. Transcendent. Whatever. What do you call it? Oh, that's how you make a Klein bottle. But we want to turn this into transcendent metal in the macerator. It's 2.1 billion liters. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Transcendent metal. Craft it. Let's do it. Our first I can't say this correctly. A transcendent metal. It's gonna take me a while to say it. I keep saying transcendent metal dust. Oh, we got the spinny stuff. About time. You may proceed to UIV now. Best of luck. See, the quest book is even telling me that I'm in UIV tier. Did you check how long to blast furnace it? I saw that the quest told me that it takes forever at UIV tier. So yeah, I heard that it's gonna take forever. But I kind of just want to get this crafting. UIV requires a grade 8 water. I'm aware of that. But I can at least do a couple of things. Alright? And that's really just what I want to do today, just get started. But I feel like I'm going to have to spend some time for grade 8 water. That's an off-camera topic, though. I need to study it and see how reasonable it is for me to craft it. And blast it at such high temperatures that you need a coolant to help manage the heat. So I just want to set up the recipe for transfer through the ingot. So this one is going to be a little different because how I have the vacuum freezer set up, it just takes any hot ingot over here in a sticky card, and then we have a advanced stocking bus that just pulls everything. But I'm not going to do that because it doesn't account for any fluids, like stocked fluids. So I'm actually going to have to set up the recipe here. And for now, I'm not going to increase it. I'm just going to put it right here. Which means I have to craft the hot metal ingot. I have a definition for the hot ingot. And I'm going to set it up to be... How many tesseracts did that make me? So each craft does 4. So we'll do 16. We'll do 16. $16 is because each tesseract craft I craft 4 times 8, 32, divide by 2 is 16. Does that make sense? I don't know. We'll try it. It's blast furnace 1, right? Yeah. This is the item that will push you to get Godforge. Godforge when? If I make Transcendent Metal, I actually said it correctly. I want to complete this quest. I mean, the actual cooling doesn't seem too bad. It's only 26 at UIV. And we were... I'm pretty sure how... Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. How the megas work, they work at any tier, right? You just have to give it a ton of power. Or am I wrong? Did the ones in the back get it? Oh, yeah, you guys got him. Oh, this one got it. Yeah, okay, it says so. So 16 every 45 seconds is atrocious. um Man, but compared to like LV tier, that's amazing. But like out here in UIV, nah, that's atrocious. Don't worry, you need millions in UIV. Oh, look, we got the spinny ingot. Spinny guy. That's not a quest? Oh, you want me to collect super coolant and molten titan steel? I can do that. Oops. There we go. Consider passively generating. This process is slow. Do you know who you're talking to? I don't passive anything. Yeah. Speaking of Hypogen, the I can't say it. The DTPF has been running basically nonstop for Hypogen. But how much do I have? 1.5 million. So a little over halfway there. I'm honestly gonna wait until I get the coil blocks and then consider making more of them. Because I want to be able to use Hypogen to get more fuel. But yeah, I do want more DTPFs. I was already considering it, how slow Hypogen is here. But the power is a focus, and we can upgrade power without Hypogen for now, so I'm not worried about this. I'm just completing the first couple of quests that we can. This one... Well, we have the ingot now, but we need super fluid, which is... Yeah. Bookmark it. We're going to have to get to this pretty soon. The tier 8 water. There's another thing that I wanted to do. Oh, yeah. So being a... I can Can I even solidify Hypogen? I don't remember. Yes, okay. That means I can do the screw as well. Yes. But I can't do the Hypogen wires because the wire mill is not upgraded. So let's go upgrade the wire mill. All right, this guy over here. Oh, you're totally upgraded. Never mind. You're good. Okay, we can craft the coils then. What else do I need? It's just Hypogen. That's all I need. I should probably pre-craft this, right? I should probably pre-craft it at least. Get a good progress for this. Yeah. I'm a little confused here. Where's thick? I don't know if there's some kind of bug going on, but I think every time I restart the server, the crafting computer name changes. Yeah, this used to be called thick. Where'd it go? It changed its name. That's this one over here. What the heck? I'm pretty sure I renamed it to thick. Is that not how yeah. It lost its name. Okay, I feel like restarting the server or server crashes makes it lose its name. I've also noticed that these crafting request limitation button, it unsets itself sometimes. Because I like to have thick to be only on-demand crafting. This is where all my big recipes are. But I feel like it changes itself every now and then. I feel like it's a server restart that breaks it. But it looks like we are ready to craft the hydrogen coil blocks. But let me check on power if it's at least made a little bit of a dent. Yeah, we're still in net zero. The main reason we're in net zero is because of DTPF. We still have like 10 days until empty, so that's okay, right? We're gonna have enough hydrogen by then, but let's start planning for tier 8 water. Because everything else, it looks like it's going to be a waiting game. Another type of steel. What's this? It's this one. Ultimate voltages require ultimate lubricant. Let's do... I guess we're doing checkbox quests. Stabilize baryonic matter. Yeah, we're going to have to do tier 8 water. So let's plan for this next. So for this, let me drink some water. Speaking of water, right? It doesn't seem it's as large as the other one. But let me do this. Oh, oops. Let's do it this way where I set up the actual crafting here. I don't care about you, you, or you. And go ahead and make me a purple spray can. I ain't reading that. I'm going to read that off camera, don't worry. Right there. So if I try to craft the purple spray can, what do we need? A whole bunch of stuff here. So at least set up the things that can be crafted right now. So fluid solidifier, that can be done. Oh man. Okay, as long as you're all different here, UIV tier. It's going to be an off-camera craft, right? So I'm okay with it. So go ahead and make you there, but first research you. I'm going to bookmark everything that needs to be researched, I think. So strange, what the heck? What is this? Oh, I might as well turn that on right now, actually. Where's the cyclotron? Over here. Circuit 3. And then have hydrogen plasma. You only have 36,000? I guess you're going to use that. If I get at least one. How does this work? Do you just need like one and that's it? I don't know. I would leave it running for there for now. Okay. This is a up tier ass line. There we go. Femtometer calibrated particle beam casing. Oh man. That's also UIV. Everything's getting expensive. That's up tier. Particle beam guidance pipe casing. UIV. So I can't bulk any of this because we don't have a strong enough ass line. I'm gonna have to add something for the... Where is it? Over here. Yo, you bought Hightail? Grinding bandits wasn't enough for you, right? How many channels do you have? Where's my memory card? They're right here. Like this is connected to the old setup. Sour pickle beer. Man, I can go for some sour pickle beer actually. That sounds good. That would honestly hit the spot right now. Blocking mode. Need you to be on blocking mode. Call this ass line up tier. Give it a bunch of pattern capacity cards. Right here. And there we go. Ass line up tier. Ass line up tier. It's gonna bother me if I don't have the comma there. Need to repurpose it. I totally get it. It's like, it's one of the questions I've had for myself. Like I've always said that I don't want to work forever, and I don't think anybody really wants to. So it's like, I daydream, I admit, daydream about retirement already. I'm only 28, but I'm already thinking about retirement, right? But like currently I'm unemployed, so I don't really have that many obligations. So I think to myself, it's like, if I retire, what am I gonna do? I get bored, I admit. So it's a big reason why I've been taking a lot more walks, playing a lot more Gregtech. Absolutely, I've been streaming a lot more. But you know, I have a limit to how much I can play in one sitting. GT&H, it's 2 to 3 hours in one sitting. After that, I'm fried. Like I'm nearly at my limit actually. But I think about that, you know. Having one hobby doesn't seem like it's enough. But taking those walks is probably where I'm gonna end up. I feel like I really am gonna be like a long distance walker. Or hiker, I guess, when I'm older. Not even when I'm older, like right now. There's always time for Gregtech, absolutely. But I cannot spend the whole day on it. No, I get fried. Absolutely get fried. Superconductor base UHV plates. I'll go ahead and oh, I can make this oh, technically I can do this recipe now, right? Hey, tell me why I shouldn't do the UHV superconductor base here. Why wouldn't I do it here? Why should I keep the mixer recipe? Probably because the DTPF takes a lot of power. I am making the ingots. I'll keep it like this for now, though. It's a vending machine 1. All the fluids, your runite plasma. That is a fusion reactor. That's a little bit too much, but I'll keep it. Fusion. What is this fusion? Oh, you're the OG. Get out of here. Sorry, but you're decommissioned. You're not really connected to anything. And no, but I do admire people who can play a lot, like games for a long time. I used to be able to, but I can't anymore. There was a time where I would play Minecraft the entire day. Especially something like Divine Journey, I would play the whole thing. Like non-stop. Celestial Tungsten Plasma. I thought I had a recipe for it, but I guess not. 512,000, let's do it. And that is another fusion recipe. And Cosmic Neutronium Foil. It's an ingot. You know what? Sure. Base foil. Bending 10. And then we just have to solidify all of you. One, two, three, and 4. And there we go. Okay. Okay, so we have pretty much everything needed. It looks like we are able to craft basically the entirety of tier 8 waterline, not including all of the fun stuff. You know, like the supporting things. I don't even know what it's about. No spoilers, I'm going to figure it out. Let me bookmark it. I'm going to read this off camera. I'm going to try not to look at the wiki because I like to figure it out myself for anybody that's new. If I absolutely can't figure it out, then yes, I will go into the wiki, but for the most part, I like to think of my own solution. Okay, so what am I going to need to research here? Let's study this. Degassed, decontaminant-free water. Grade 7 cell. I need an empty cell. Get grade 7. Thank you. Go ahead and research this one. And research whatever else I could find. I probably should have paid attention to that. Oh yeah, I totally researched the hypogen coil off camera. I forgot about that. It worked out. Oh, this is on scanner mode. Thank you. Okay. I keep taking out the bookmark. No, I want the bookmark. So, quark exclusion casing. No, that we need the data stick for this one. Not that one. Or that one. And this one. Okay, so the data for this one needs a bottom quark. I'd probably bookmark it. So top quark. Quark is a mod by Vasky. We all know that meme. Strange quark. Oh no. I got no quarks. Alright. So it looks like I'm going to have to play around with the cyclotron a little bit. Yeah, because this guy doesn't have very good odds. You know what that means, right? Off camera. I'm going to do a little mining off camera. All right, what else can we do with a couple minutes? Also, my internet is dropping, it seems like. I think it started. And probably good timing, too. I don't know if the stream can still hear me. But I guess for the VOD watchers, you know, the Texas has been... Well, Texas will be going through a pretty big winter storm. If you're not aware of it, I mentioned it earlier. So internet will be rough, most likely. So just keep an eye out. If I don't really have a stream tomorrow, that's exactly why, because the internet went south. It went sour. But as far as I'm concerned, I believe this is a good time to wrap up the episode. It's a pretty good 2-hour mark. And next steps, we have a lot of things to craft. So I'm going to try to craft as much as possible. And that is continuing with hypogen production. Get that to 2.7 million. I'm not going to craft it yet because if I do this, or no, if I do this sort of thing, it's going to eat all of the hypogen that I have currently stored, and I won't be able to craft any more of it because I need some to craft more. So I'm kind of waiting until I have enough hypogen, and then I'll craft it in one go. And with that, that'll let me craft hypogen without needing hypogen, this recipe. Okay. So we'll let that go. Power, it looks like we're okay, but it's going to struggle for a little bit. I'm going to check on it on and off, like early tomorrow and maybe even later tonight, just to absolutely make sure that we don't, they get a base shutdown, because that would suck. Other things I'm going to craft, more fuel refineries. But the most important thing, we need to get to work on tier 8 water. So I'm going to do this craft here. There we go. So this is basically the entire water, tier 8 water construction. Expensive as heck. I still have to research things, so it's not going to fully finish, but because I'm still waiting on the quirks. So hopefully those show up over time. I'm going to have to babysit the cyclotron for that. Other things to craft are the fuel refineries. So I need these casings. 113 times 3, because I want to build 3 more. We're just never going to have enough ammonia for whatever reason. I don't have enough crafting plans, so I'm going to have to split up the craft, but it also looks like I may have to spend some time doing that. So 32 times 2? Does that fit? Yes. And then 32. And there we go. Field restriction glass, that's enough. All right. All right, we have all the things being crafted. Rest in peace, my base power. Oh, it really drains down. Time to empty 3 days, 2 days. It's going lower. I don't like this. Look how much power we're using. We're using 1 times 10 to the 11th. I trust though. I'm gonna watch it later. I'm gonna watch it probably after the stream, just to make sure nothing goes south. It's the DTPF, absolutely what it is. But a pretty big craft. And tomorrow we'll hopefully set up more fuel refineries, craft our fuel a little bit faster, because that seems like a bottleneck to craft more fuel. It's just how fast we're making the fuel in the first place. We sped up pretty much everything before that, so I need more of these dudes. And I don't think it's a good idea to upgrade the power here, because it's better to just add more refineries. And also crafting tier 8 water line. I'm going to research this off camera, see how to set this up. And if it's reasonable, I'll just probably set it up next episode. Or the episode after we get power improved. Which is probably what's going to happen, because we know power tends to be more important. All right. Good time to wrap up the episode. Hopefully nothing explodes while I'm taking a rest. Non-zero chance everything will go wrong, but I'll check on it. So we'll go ahead and raid. Let me see if there's anybody here playing GT&H. We got the 3J Lows. I'll say hello to 3J Lows. Okay. So I appreciate everyone's time and support as always. I will see you guys tomorrow. Keep in mind, if Texas power grid goes down and I don't have internet, I won't be able to stream. But if I stream, that means I have internet, right? So here's hoping. Anyways, take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.